In this video, I want to show you how you can create AI-generated music on your computer absolutely free without any connections to the internet. And all what you needed is just technically this one node. Yeah, you don't need any complex big nodes, only just one of this purple. The second purple is just to save and preview your file, so you can save directly. But let's say this one node, it's all what you needed. Well, let's go ahead and start this. Even it's look very simple, but I found some challenges when I try to install. Primarily, it's where to put all models, where to take models. So in this video, I want to take you step by step, so you will have a more pleasant experience to installing and have fun to generate your own music. Well, first, how I said before, you can see this purple, these two nodes, it's what we needed. We have it optionals, the green ones, and we actually can have it even more nodes to generate more interesting things. These currently two green ones, one, if we connect to lyrics, this is will be just going to read our lyrics and apply to our music. So it's actually will doing with a voice, singing voice. And below it is another ones. If we want to connect to the style, we can say render for me, create music in a specific style. So it's make a little bit more interesting and not just a describe in our description. So I will show you the difference, how they're creating and what's happening with this. Well, if you get intrigued, let's try to install it. So what we're going to do, we're going to utilize DiffRhythm nodes, and the link for this will be down below. Notice this is a single link, will lead just to this because it's mostly what you needed here. And if you need workflow, they will be inside here. You just go to workflow examples and download it. What you see on my workflow, it is based on that. These yellow nodes right here, this is optional from different node and mostly just help me to see waveform and kind of spectral analysis. I will provide link for those nodes additionally installed, but how I say, they're not part of original workflow, but they are help sometimes to see what's going on. And like, for example, you can see, okay, there's stereo, how they render, just kind of give you visualizations on the music it's producing. If you follow this link and scroll down, they have some installations instructions down below right here. But I won't take you specifically step by step because they're not totally clear, and it took me a couple times to actually go install because for some reason one time nodes does not install properly, and I found out reason why. So let's start with the beginning. First, we want to install these nodes in our ComfyUI. You can have it any installation of ComfyUI. They preferably from 0.3.37 they recommend, but I'm going with the latest at the time of recording, 0.3.40. Actually, I think for one just release it. So inside here, our ComfyUI, we're going down to custom nodes, and I'm working on Windows. It will be similar with a Linux or Macintosh. Obviously, you will have a little bit different commands, but overall should be about same. So if we're going to custom nodes, and on top in our browser, I just type cmd to open command prompt or terminal, where we're going to execute command. To install node inside custom nodes, we want to be sure we have it our git installed. If you're not familiar with some command like git or pip or other ones, please watch my video about everything about ComfyUI, how to work, how to install everything. That is a very helpful video. A link will be down below for you, or probably right here in the corner, so you can go and check before you continue. Well, assuming you have it ComfyUI installed and you have it all additional commands installed, let's work now with the node. In my case, if you check here, I already do have it, this node installed, which is okay, because it just will give me error and says, hey, you already have installed. But in your case, if you don't have it, we'll go back up here, go on the top code, and right there where you can see code local, and you see this clone. So we'll just go and copy this path. Next, we want to be sure we locate it in our ComfyUI custom nodes, and here we'll just type git space clone and paste this path. If I press enter, you can see it's give me error because it says, hey, you already installed it. But if you don't have it, it will install a lot of code. So this is our first step. Our next step is actually install requirements. If required files does not install all properly and correct, then you will have problems with loading nodes. And many times you'll notice you restart your ComfyUI and your node come up with a red border says node is not installed in this workflow. So most likely it is because not all required files or dependency was installed. Let's see how we can install them. If we look on the recommendations, you notice down right here, they point on this if you're using embedded. In my case, because I'm using different ComfyUI installations, they're all embedded. It means self-contained in a folder. It's not one global Python file. I will use this. So this is very important. It says -mp install requirements. If we're going inside our directory and check here, you'll notice we have it our requirement file open. So let's go open and look what we have it inside. In our required file, this is a libraries it's need installed. If for some reason you're missing some of these libraries, then you will have it errors. They are very easy to install. All what we need to do is just run this command, python pip install it. But we want to be sure we run in proper directory. And on Windows, these caches need to be in different direction. So let's go right here, just copy this. Okay, we'll just copy up to python.exe, up to here. And we're going to, and next we're going inside our terminal that we have open. And let's go type from here. So I want to just put it all path to embedded Python. So in my case, it will be D drive forward, and we'll just says ComfyUI. Actually, D. Okay. There you go, D ComfyUI. See what I was saying? We need properly hashes in proper directions. Next is 0.3. And I have too many, so I want to be sure I'm just going to my 4 versions. Next, we give it Python embedded. One more, and we're pasting. So this is will be our command. If I click run right now, you'll notice we have it. A lot of installations files will go scroll down. I don't want to do at this moment because it will take a little bit time to kind of go over, but generally, if you already have some files installed, it's common, it will tell you, hey, those files already installed on your system. And if it's not, it will run. After installation succeeded, I would recommend for you just take this command and run again. So in this case, it won't be reinstalling them, but it just be sure, verify everything you needed is installed. So at this point, we should have it our nodes is installed correctly. All our required files is installed correctly. I did install this already 3 times. Yes, I did it multiple times just to be sure it's all optimized and work properly, and every time is installed without problems. So if you have any issues, please drop down in comments. Let me know if you hit some stop in your installations. Okay, next what we want to do, it's done loading models. The models is important because this is where all kind of magic will happen. You can try to install on separate drive, and that's what I usually do. However, how the application was encoded, they're looking on more local installation. So it's meaning you don't have it like other drive. You will have it on the same drive. And if we go ComfyUI, if we go all the way down to the models, so they need to be located inside your model folder. And we need to create a special structure. So first we'll begin with a TTS. If you see right here, this is the main folder. If we scroll down, they do have it right here, kind of structure. Well, kind of, because how I say they are try to explain. Like right here, you have it ComfyUI, models, TTS, deform. So you want to create these folders. As well as you want to create eval models, MIQ large, and all the subfolders. If you look, they are pointing right here. So we'll post some other files inside. Well, next we kind of start copying these models, but here's a kind of problem because they're not all models just right here. Some of the model, like for example, the full model, it's what they have right here, CMB full. If we scroll up before even this model will locate it right here in this path, and you actually need to rename. So let me show you example. Let's go ahead, we'll copy this name. It's what they want us to do. We'll go open this, and inside here we'll just go to file versions and we'll save this file. But notice it is different name. So this file, be sure you will save as full model. Next, okay, we can continue down now here, and you can see these ones need to be in your diff folder. So in your DiffRhythm folder, we need to have it these files. So we already have it our full, we have it model 1.2, and this is very important because full model is supposed to support 4 minutes over 4 minutes full song. I have a mix effect with this. Sometimes it may create not very nice music, but 1.2, it creates very decent, very good music. So be sure at least you have these models. Those other two, it's kind of optional. It's nice to have them, but from my experience, I found they're not as good as 1.2. And we need configuration and via models. So let's see what we download those ones. If we're going down right here, you can see first we have it our path, and the same things. It's also tell you rename this, so it's not just copy. It will be model, and you need rename in this path or on this model. So we'll go back here, and we can download it. And as I download it, it will be cfmodel.pt name. So it will be just this model. Be sure you save it properly. This is next. After this, let's go look what we have. We have it this model. We'll go open, and if we right here, we have it eval sensor. So they don't even specify, but these ones eval need go inside eval model folder. So those two, these files, which is located down the list as pre-trained, need go there. Next, let's go written full main. We'll open this one. And this one, it's have it also configuration and a model as well. This is full model, so it's another path but don't download it from here, just download it config. The full model, remember you want downloaded from this path. I know it's confusing. It's why I said before, it is took a little bit time to try to find where's everything going. Next, we also have it right there, MIQ. You download it from this. Same like safe tensor. And by the way, if this first link will go there, and when download it config JSON from here, then our safe tensor need download it not from list link, but link below. You see where it says model safe tensor. So we need download it from this. And so is additional XLM Roberta. This one we needed downloaded inside from here. We need tokenize, pull a couple tokens right here, model, and some other. Well, let's look. How's it? We always will be refer here. So this is what you need to download it. So all names here. This is kind of your reference list. And also, I will show you slowly on what is in my directory, so hopefully that will help you. In a root, you can see we have a full model, older model, model 1.2, config, via model as well here. So eval model, inside that folder, we had eval safe tensors and YAML. Okay, MQ large, we have it, the config and model safe tensor. Ignore this one. This is, you don't need this CM full. This is just I was experimenting, so you just need these two files here. And of course, if you look, they're right here. See, you need these two ones. Okay, remember, safe tensor, it's from right, this one you need to download it, not top. on below from top, it's where you're getting your config file. Okay, so next, large, same, we have it config, PyTorch Safe Tensor, so it's right there, you're downloading. And again, we can look, you can see I have it my safe tensor, so you don't need it, you just bin, so you can ignore on this one. I do like sometimes to experiment with the model, see how it's works. So this is my kind of work directory. It's why a little bit different, but you don't need to do it. Just follow with what they display here. And our last one is where we have it config, model, and tokenizers, all right here, same, would display at this area. Well, you can refer to this video, you can pause, stop, see how it's going, or what to load, and same way. So primarily for me was a little bit confusing because you have full model on top here, and primarily was that you need downloaded model and rename this CF model, and you need rename, don't download from here model, but it's going from this point, and you need download model safe tensor. So it's kind of, after this you install it, you're ready to launch your application. So workflows, if you go down here, you go to workflow example, and you can download it, edit songs. So yes, you can edit songs, you can create after, text to music. So you have it all this different type of JSON. Just save them and open. After you open, you will have a different type of the, okay, right here you will have a different elements. So if you're interested also about these additional nodes, those nodes, they are part of the pack ComfyUI auto processing. You can download it directly from manager, and this is straightforward. You just install them and restart your ComfyUI server, and they should be ready. By the way, after you also install all of this stuff, I would recommend for you just turn off your server and restart it again. In some case, you may need it reloaded twice. The reason is some of the dependency may be preloading first time because they're not necessarily loading and installing one after another, what they may do in parallel. So sometimes it's have kind of confusion. So you maybe want to relaunch all the way first time, turn it off and relaunch second time. And surprisingly, that solves some problems that may exist. Okay, let's say at this point you completed and you have downloaded this workflow. So what I say, this main, it's what you kind of interest. And let's look, so what do we have here? As a model, we have it all different older model. We have it full model to create long song. And I have it mixed results, so you can try and let me know what you think. But this one is work 1.2, very, very good, and work very nice. You can also create lyrics, and you can see it's have a time code on the lyrics. It's a little bit different from what if you work with a Suno or other ones, because there you can say a chord or this in a square. Here work a little bit different, and I'm still kind of investigating how it's work. Maybe even try to connect all Llama to here and kind of work this way. But at this time, I'm going just with what they're presenting. Okay, our next step, down below, you can describe what music you wanted. If you want also describe music and you want to base your style maybe on existing songs, you can use it, load audio there from core, this is node, and just take this and connect to the style. I will show you difference a little bit later about this. Down below we have it our method, and this is our method is generation. It's how the creating depend on what you're using. Music can be slightly look different because I don't know if you know or not, but it does not generating instrument, it's generating actually image. It's how it's work. Yes, it's generating image, and after convert this image to the audio. If you're interested, image will look like this. You see this spectrum. So this is how it's generated. It will generate those images and after convert them to sound. And because of this, we're using our scheduler, if you're familiar with Euler or other things, and you can play with them. It's coming with 4 different ones. I found just slightly different on them. Steps, basically they start with 33. I did find that your maximum can have it 100 steps, and for me at least for my ears. It was make it different. I will show you later when I will go over samples what is the difference was between 33 and 100, but for me it was a little bit cleaner. So it will take a little bit longer, but it was produce more steps. So it did produce a little bit better quality, less noise, let's put this way. Under we have it CFG, same like this, and quality or speed here. If you want quality, it will perform better, so you can change on quality if you're going to this. If you just want experiment with the songs, you can put it speed. And I put it on the fixed because when I experiment with all these different settings, I want to be sure my song is the same as much as possible. So the seed was fixed, but if you want to create constantly different ones, you can just click random and this will create a different random song. Okay, next we have it here, audio preview. It's a little bit look funky because we did not create it. So let's go ahead, click generate. Okay, and after a short time, it should done creating song. If we look on the preview audio, I want to point to these three dots because right now, by default, it did not save the song. So if you want to save song, you need to click on three dots and click on download. It will save as a lossless format, FLAC, so very good high quality. Let's see what is coming. And you can hear it did generate song. I will put a link down below for you to go and check all different samples. If you also check on this file, you'll notice I have it English language. By default, it's come only with support English. So if you want, support only Chinese. If you want to install English, then you need to install a special pack. To do this, you need to install eSpeak-ng. Link will be down below. Just go to this page, scroll all the way down, right here where the assets, and because I'm on Windows, I'm using MSI installation. It does come and says it's not authorized, it's dangerous, all that stuff, because they did not obtain pay certification from Microsoft. But we run through all tests, through all this is a save DLL files to install it pack. So again, after you install this, it will put this in specific directory, but we're not yet ready to use because we need set environment. Your applications need to know where it's located. And actually, if you go back to our music install and scroll all the way down, you'll notice that right here it's have it for Windows. You need to install all of this and have it some environmental variables. So let me show you closer what is happening. Right here is our system properties, and if you need it, you can just type on your Windows system, and it's after pop-up or system properties. So here you need to go to environmental variables and environmental variables. You can see system variables down below. What we need to do, we need to add these lines. So let's go ahead, click edit. Well, you click new and you need to add this line, variable name, and path of location. So in a case, if we check back, actually pointing is location in here. After installation, I would recommend you just copy and go for this path and be sure this library located is there, because if for some reason it's installed in different path, then you need to specify it does exist on different path. You don't need to restart your computer after you add this as an environmental variable, but it's kind of needed if you are using English language in this case. And you can notice right here below it is for the Linux command. By adding this, you can use it now English language lyrics. Other case, it will support only Chinese. Well, let's look on a couple other things we can modify. If we look on the workflows they have it something from very simple next, which is based on audio, where we can just connect and preload it. It's kind of will analyze audio and utilize in its own style, and it's actually have a very strong influence. We also have it some additional properties. Let's go right here, where it's automatically generated lyrics and add also subtitles, which is kind of very nice if you start using So this is also create a visual compose, and you can see play music and subtitles, just in case if you want to create your own karaoke version of the music you already created. Okay, so we're done with this. Let's look right now a little bit going in our Adobe Auditions and just check on these songs. So right here is our first song, and different. You see how they little bit look different, this paragraph. And the reason why I like to look on this, because it is how music created. It does not write instruments. It's actually generating this image, and after this image will convert to the sound. So it's happening right here. We can see this is our little compression, and oops, actually right here, let's go to click with 33 steps, and we can hear a little bit deeper. I don't know if you can hear through the speakers because they're kind of located right away, but to my ears the 100 steps did create cleaner and a little bit deeper music. But you know what, how about you experiment and let me know what you think about this. And of course we have it all as different type of music here with influence. For example, actually I think this, yeah, and you can see how there's different going. This is using a different type of those schedulers to play around. But if you're using influence on the music, you can definitely hear the different. You know what, let me show you. So we'll go back to our instrument here, and let's switch this to fix it, so we know we executing same one. And for the faster, I will just use it 33. Okay, and let's just disconnect our lyrics, so we only creating music. I'm going to run right now and create. Okay, so right here is completed. Let's listen. It's definitely synth pop. It's what created. If you're a synth pop elegance, and it's create very good music, very in this style. So when I'm using right here, for example, it's a Western. So it's very Western music. And by the way, this is what's creating with Suno. Next, we'll go audio, connect our audio style from this. Let's go ahead and run now. What I did is we'll analyze our music, what we're using as a style or edit, and we'll try implement with descriptions that we give it to this. Okay, and right here done. Let's listen. I definitely can hear influence. Not all songs or all music maybe work very well together as a style, because it's tried to take my Western song and now combine with synth pop. But you can definitely see influence, and well, how say, examples down below. You can listen or you can try experiment by yourself. Well, let me know what you think about this, if it's provide nice interesting tool for you to play around with the new music creations on your local computer. And if you do like it, please give it like, subscribe, share this video, and we'll see you next time. Bye.